And now we go to Bundaberg, where some residents have started returning to their homes after a record flood. RENAE Henry joins us now via the internet. And RENAE, thousands of properties are still cut off.
Georgie, authorities are stressing that there's still a mandatory evacuation order in place for North Bundaberg residents. The river has dropped by more than a metre, but it could be days before it's safe to return. Police have moved to reassure evacuees that they've ramped up patrols to stop looting. The highway between here and Brisbane finally opened today. We're told that much-needed fuel should start arriving tomorrow, and at the moment 61 military vehicles carrying more than 200 soldiers are on their way here to assist in the massive clean-up that's already begun and that the Mayor says could take months. Recovery centres have also opened where people can access much-needed disaster grants. The floodwaters are falling, but there's a long way to go. Only seeable by boat, these riverside homes remain swallowed. Some are on islands, and somewhere under here was the popular Bundy Thunder Ski Club. For those who've started the clean-up, it's hot, there's mud everywhere, and a stench to go with it.
It's terrible, but, you know, I just thought it would stop sooner today, but it didn't. It just kept going and going and going.
From rescues to recovery, firefighters cleaned the evacuated hospital.
They are tired. Fortunately, now we've been able to give them a rest.
Good Samaritans are mustering their energy too. How big a task is ahead, really?
It's going to be massive, yeah, huge. And a lot of volunteers in Bundaberg. Everyone seems to be helping out.
After 4 or 5 days in evacuation centres, victims are anxious to get home.
It's an awful feeling sitting here knowing you're homeless and you've worked all your life for what you've got, and it mightn't be there when you go home.
Though the service has been top-notch.
I'm not worried about the furniture and the material things, but all our wedding photos of my deceased son.
We do not want anyone going there if they are at risk.
There's a gaping hole in the main bridge to Bundaberg's Swamp North, but an old bridge will be used to get victims home in a staged return. Fresh markings on this pole show just how big this flood is. It peaked at this level more than 1.5 metres above the 2010 level.
I have one confirmation. There's one house has been shifted off its stumps and moved, and we don't know how more will be there until the water subsides for us enough. We have great community spirit. In the time of adversity, strength comes from within.
Strength that'll have to last for months. In Bundaberg, RENAE Henry, 10 News.